Right, yeah, I've been wanting to post a little bit more frequently, so I thought I'd make this video. Over summer, I will have a few more fishing videos, getting out looking for cod and things like that. I may not because I don't have a GoPro at the minute. Filming fishing will be hard. I don't even know how it's going to go filming me and the dog. What are you doing? Don't wrap yourself up. Filming me and the dog, walking around the bush. I'm picturing a few issues there, but I thought, something for the meantime. A few months ago, I posted a video. It was my first public land shot deer. And I used a caller that I'd made myself. So years and years ago, I had one of the flex marks. Oh, I've got no idea where that went. It disappeared. I looked everywhere. Couldn't find it, and I thought, no, I can't be bothered. I reckon I was going away one weekend, and I thought, oh yeah, I should see where it is. Couldn't find it. Had a look. Postage was almost as much as the bloody deer caller, and it was going to take 2-3 weeks. So I'm like, stuff it. How hard can it be? So I made one, and it's not perfect. Still prototypes. I need to play around with it properly and see if I can improve it and get it 100% right. But in terms of this being easy with things that you'll probably have around the house, it works, and it drew in a deer. I shot the deer. It was a nice hind. She was gorgeous and tasty. So, proof's in the pudding. All of this can be done with things that are like lying around the house, literally 1, 2, 3. Pretty much 3 materials and a couple of tools, and all 3 of those materials are actually like in my miscellaneous drawer in the kitchen. The first one is we got this is the rubber band off the broccoli that you get from Woolies when you get the broccolini bundles. I'll cover that up. That's my last year's expired Vic fishing license. So we use that. That was in my drawer. I've also got a Mikey here in case I need it. But then it was Lecky tape, easy as. I've also got some cloth tape. I haven't used it, but I thought I'll give that a crack. What? Can I get back to it? Thank you. And the last one is just a lighter. That's it. So yeah, that's all we need. I'll run through it step by step. So with your plastic license card, Mikey card, as long as it's expired and you don't need it, I guess, you're basically going to cut it in half. So that's the first step. Probably should have said you do need a blade. So you measure that out. I usually just fold it in half first and then cut it. Try and bend it slowly so you don't snap it at weird angles, and then cut it. Here's it with my Mikey. I don't want to put my address all over everything. So I do it like that. I fold it down a bit, make sure it's sort of at least half, so we're all good. And then using the blade, X-Acto blade, I'll just cut it. If you've got a side that's got the lip or whatever, you can slice that off, as long as they're a similar size. And right now we've got two halves that are very, very similar, ready to go. Up next, we need to give these a bit of a concave shape. So squeezing both ends so that it pops out a little bit. I then hold the lighter up to it. You don't need much, very lightly, and it'll just start to sort of melt and bend. And then it'll hold more of a, I don't even know what angle that is, but you can have a look at what the angle is, that angle. And you just sort of let that sit in the air for a second, and you do the other side the exact same. So you bend it and pop it out a little bit with a little bit of pressure, and while it's there you apply heat to the center. It melt bends, and you just got to try and make sure it's still in the center. You don't want it to be somewhere else. Get the bottom a bit more. There we go. And now I've got my two pieces, which yeah, have that sort of bend in it. And then when placed together, are making a diamond shape like that. And you can probably see where we're going now. Up next is the broccolini rubber bands. With the broccolini rubber band, you're going to place that around. It's a bit loose, so you're going to have to wrap it and do it. I'd stretch it first a little bit because it's probably a little bit too tight. Do the roll first and have your doubled loop there, but only the single loop going around the card. And just pick one of your halves, place it in so that you've got the double loop around your fingers, but the single loop, is on the inside of the plastic card, like so. And then you can place the other one on so that it's in the middle. And I've got it, it's probably 8 mil from the top edge on both sides. 8 mil from the top edge. Place that on there, and that's where you do your double on the outside of those. So what it looks like is you've got the double loop on the outside of rubber band. On the inside you have a single strand that's tensioned. It's making that noise. So it's not super tight, and it's tensioned on the outside. What that sounds like now without sealing up the edges. So once we seal it up, we should get that nice sound coming through. So I thought I filmed it, but basically I got this cloth tape. This is just LE roll of cloth tape. It's been unreal. It was about the same size as this. I've just wrapped it round, making sure that the tape never goes over the top of the mouthpiece, so that's left completely flat. Now this side, it's a little bit long, so I'll chop that off here with a Stanley. But that's now sealed up, and you press out the edges to make sure there's no gaps, and we're almost there. So I just cut the excess off the other end, not the mouthpiece end, and I'll just burn off the tape so it's melty, and because it's cloth tape it goes stringy. All right, so there's our pretty much whistle. The edges are sealed in now. Basically the way the sound is made is that the air goes in here. So at the moment, if you just blow, you can hear the rubber band, which is acting as the reed. And so as the air goes through, the reed is vibrating. To make the noise of the high pitch, what's happening is this is squeezing and limiting, or I guess concentrating the airflow past a tight piece of rubber band, which will then make the high pitch noise. There you go, done. I've then at home drilled a little hole in the corner. I find that actually is unhelpful, and then I've got it on like a retractable carabiner clip thing. That's handy, but I don't think the hole in it helps, so I need to figure out another way, perhaps putting a hole in just one of the pieces. But yeah, there's a whistle. Rightio, let's give her a whirl, eh? Letting off. Can you not? She's excited. Letting off the pressure will then, like tightening it will concentrate. It'll increase, I guess, the area in which the air can flow through. So you can make those difference and variances and sounds. So you got all those. The other way you can do it, which will be hard to film, is it's too hard, but using two hands, Get out of it, you. You've got that variance using your hand as well. So that's done. That's what tape, a broccolini rubber band, any sort of rubber band, as long as it's quite wide, not one of those square cut ones. And what did I say? Cloth tape, card, rubber band, 3 ingredients and a couple of tools. And it took me about, 5-6 minutes to get it ready to go. You can do this out here in the bush. You might be out in the bush and you've got those 3 things in your car. I know my center console has all of those things, including my wallet. So there's no real excuses there. You're not paying $60. You're not paying another $40 postage. You're not waiting 3 weeks. She's done and ready to go. And if it breaks, falls apart, you make yourself a new one. So good luck.